Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of ArmTalk. I'm your host, Williams, and today, the guy I got for my guest is going to sort everything out. And for all you guys in the Pacific Northwest, this episode is for you. All right, my guest is Tim Tallmadge. Tim Tallmadge, welcome to the show.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Talking Thunder.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. But the reason why I got you on here, well, there's multiple reasons why I have you on here. But I got to ask, the magnitude of this tournament coming up on December 11th, okay? And I got to ask you, there's so many matches, and that's aside from the tournament. One must ask, are we all going to be able to get through everything in a certain amount of time? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the one thing I'm doing is I'm moving the weigh-ins up an hour. We're from 10 to noon. We're going to move them up probably from 9 to 11.
Right.
We're going to start at 11 sharp with our super matches and round robins. I anticipate that being done by 12:30, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock at the very latest, but I should have those done by 12:30.
So one thing I want to put out, and you and I were both at the Fallen Heroes event, and the one thing I like what they did for the super matches, just like me, when I held my LLD tournament, is that we had two tables. We had some super matches. So basically, we had two super matches going on, and table one had match one. When that match was done, we go to two for their match one, while table one had their rest break. Do you foresee anything like that happening?
Yeah, it's in the back of my head with the venue that we have now. It's one table. And so my idea was to run the super matches and round robin on the main stage. And then when the tournament starts, have 2 to 3 tables, kind of like we did in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Have that kind of set up, the tournament from there. So it's an option. But as of right now, it's just one table on the main stage for the super matches and the round robins. But there will be 2 super matches going at the same time. And, you know, that's your break in between your match.
Gotcha. No, I like that format. Preacher Arm Wrestling's in the house. Welcome aboard, Preacher Arm Wrestling. So speaking of super matches, and, you know, the one that intrigues me the most, you know, because BJ Fukakis, who just now became very much BJ, he's pulling the legend. When I was growing up in this sport, okay, the 2 guys you heard of in the Pacific Northwest was Jacob Abbott, Devin Mackin, okay? If you really want to know if you're getting better at your craft, you always pay those guys a visit. And now the fact that Devin Mackin, now that he's coming out of retirement for this match versus BJ, I got to ask, I'm super duper excited. Tell everybody how you come up with that scenario.
Well, I've been talking to BJ actually the last couple of years. Really cool guy, and he's always wanted to make it out. But I never really had anybody in the back of my head who I would want him to pull.
Right.
You know, Jacob's walking around 218. It just doesn't make sense for me. I think it could be a good match between him and Jacob, but I like to put weight versus weight. You know, supers versus supers. I don't like the whole 200-pound guy pulling 250 guy. It just doesn't make sense for me. And so, you know, Mackin hasn't pulled in, I think, 4 years.
Yeah.
3 to 4 years. And I said, you know what? He needs to come back. And if it's only for this one tournament, I'm okay. But people need to see it because I think he's been overshadowed the last couple of years and people forgot who, you know, what he's done.
Yeah.
And we all love it. And when I started the sport, you know, watching him and all the Mackins and, you know, Anthony D'Antonio and Jacob Abbott, Steve Phipps, I loved it. And I miss it. And for me, I begged him to come back. I wanted to see. I said, I just want one more match. You know, it's like when you watch WWE. You want Hulk Hogan to come out one more time, right?
One more match. I wanted one more match.
I gotta see it, and I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think it's going to be a battle.
And I'm glad because for all the new arm wrestlers, the ones who kind of came in the last few years or so, especially in the Norwegian era, you got to know that Devin Mackin was the guy. There were times, and I'm living in Bend, Oregon, right? That's about a good 4-hour trip from where I'm at to Kelso, Washington. And I'm telling you right now, anytime I felt like, man, I needed to test myself to see if I'm getting better, I would make that trip. Dude, I'm coming up. Y'all pulling today? Yeah, come on up. The door was always open for people like me and anybody else from my team to go up there for a Saturday afternoon all day. They have burgers or whatnot and food and drinks and all that kind of stuff. And it was fun. He was the guy that pulled me aside and said, hey, you know what? You're getting better at this. Now see if you can tweak this and tweak that. So not only was he an awesome puller, but he was also a teacher, you know? So again, if you know, Devin, I mean, look at Arm Wars. He on a few occasions, you know? That's how good Devin was. And I'm so excited the fact that he is going to be a part of this show.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. And you know, it's like he told me, I want to say it was 2018, I had Matt Mask and all of his boys come down for Washington State. And that was the first, like, big Washington State since I took it over.
Yeah.
And I wanted something big. And he came up to me and he goes, man, how am I going to defend Washington State now with what you're doing? And so I think that he just kind of took a step back and he knows how big it's going. And I think he's going to take back his state.
Hey, that's awesome. Because I'm telling you, the guys in the state of Washington, they're like just holding the fort down. I'm trying to get the guys in Oregon to kind of say, hey, follow suit or whatever. But glad you made that match happen. Now, moving forward, you, my friend, also have a match that, you know, it's intriguing, okay? So, first of all, it was going to be a $1,000 super match. Then it got turned into a $500 super match. And BJ just said, what's up, BJ? My man, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for coming on the show. We are graciously awaiting your presence when you come December 11th. It's going to be awesome to meet you. So I'm excited to see BJ in person. So
yes, sir.
Getting back to what I was saying, Tim, Aaron Yersey, you and him, best of 5, right hand, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how that match started. I kind of know, but for the viewers out there that don't know, kind of tell everybody how to. And Justin Green, I know you want to hear this too, so go out there, let everybody know how this take place.
Well, it all started when, first of all, we announced. I think we announced our round robin before we even announced the Washington State tournament.
Yeah.
And I had a few people reach out to me, going, "Hey, man, how come I'm not in that?" And to get to that for a second. Just real quick, I know it's a little off topic. The guys that I chose for the is for a specific reason. There's 6 guys from 6 out of the 8 guys are from different states,
right? And
a chance to pull someone different. That's all I ever like. And for people that not saying you because you've been traveling, but he's not able to travel as much as me or you. This gives him an opportunity to pull someone different. And that's how that 8-man round robin started. So when I released that, some guys said, hey, how come I'm not in it? And I said, you know what? This is who I thought would be the best matchups.
Right.
And when Aaron wrote it in there, he said it a couple times, and I said, you know what? I'm not doing nothing. How about we have a match? And that's kind of how it started. And then the money got brought up, and he wanted to do, I think, a best of 7. And I told him this isn't, the World Series. I'm not doing
exactly.
Best of 7. And then I said, I'll do best of 5 at best. Bring your money. And that's how it started. And then some things happened here and there, and the money went down a little bit. And I'm okay with that because I don't really give a care. I don't care.
Right.
And so that's how that started. And yeah, I'll be ready. I know that. I know he's going to be ready. He's trained. He does the gym thing, and he lifts way more weights than me. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty weak.
Well, so, I tell you, point blank, he does more weights than I did, but we all know how that match turned out. But that's neither here nor there. How do you feel going into it? Because sometimes, I'm not this, podcast about ragging on him, but because he is involved and he is on the marquee matchup in this tournament coming up next month, one has to wonder. Sometimes Aaron is really good at making you, I wouldn't say despise him, but he's really good at making you want to just sock him in the face and tell him to chill the fuck out, at times. And, sometimes, you get these eager, and it's not like Aaron's brand new. He's been in the sport for a while. He just took a 5-year hiatus because of a broken arm. Now he's coming back, but he's like, and I've told him before in the past, like, bro, when you come back, it's baby steps. You can't just pick up where you left off because everybody that surpassed you once you left the sport to heal. So trying to get him to, like, bro, take it down a notch, and he's eager. He asked you how come he wasn't on the marquee match. And, it's like, if you want to go out there and seek all these big matches and stuff, you got to go out there and, you got to challenge yourself. And he's done that. So who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. And, when it comes down, I've been in this for 17 years, and a lot of people know, and if Justin Green's still watching, I think he can contest to this, is, Justin beat me 3-0. Mm-hmm. But Justin didn't go out without a fight. Now, if we were in a tournament, Justin probably would have beat me easily. And you and him both know, for me, I'm a completely different guy.
Yep.
And I can sit my ass on a couch and still come in there with his ass.
Yeah.
And that's just because my mentality is completely different during super matches than the tournament, and especially for money.
Mm-hmm. Everyone should.
I can tell you I'm not training right now with weights or on a table, but I am going to Colorado State tomorrow. I am going to Vegas, and I'm gaining different knowledge that I need coming up. And that's what I'm going to say about that.
And there you go. And again, and everybody has their own game plan. It was an honor, by the way. It was an honor to have you in my corner with my match with Roger Learn, because, there are certain things that, that need to be said to me in between matches I may or may not get to understand that. And it's always good to have somebody watching, from afar, as to when you're in the, in the match itself. There are some things people can see from a distance that you can't see in front of you. It's always good to have that. So I want to say I appreciate that, because it did help me out.
That was an honor. I would do it any day, twice on Sunday.
Yes. Now, we got some other matches. We got the 8-man round robin. And like you said before, your job was to go ahead and get guys from different states. So out of the 8 guys, we got guys from Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. So that right there, you're going to get all kind of different flavors, different states.
And half of Florida.
Yeah, in Florida too, right? So you're going to get all kind of guys from different states, different zip codes, different regions, different time zones, what have you. And I'm telling you right now, it's exciting to me because I'm honored to be a part of this, because I got a fucking busy day. Because we're talking Justin Green, Sean Lester. We're talking the guys out of California and Ryan Ballesteros, Paul Stevens, Jonathan Vasquez out of Nevada. Your buddy down there in Arizona, Mr. Wayne, you got him too. And of course, the Oregon boys, Ernest Translate, and myself. We are all going to sit there. We're going to rock that house. I'm telling you right now, very, very exciting. Now, people need to know, we should make a poll. I'm not good at making polls. Maybe somebody out there can make a poll. Who's going to win? This, that, and the other. So I'm telling you what, styles make matches. And for everybody watching out there who didn't know, a while ago, when we had the 8-man announced, I remember, Tim, you came to my place for a weekend. You came here and you trained with my team, and we went live on Facebook. I said, hey, let's make this shit real fun. Let's go ahead and we'll put all 8 guys, all the names in the bowl. You get to pick out. We find out, we read it. The first round matches. It was something fun we did.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I know that I'm like, oh, okay. Then after that, it kind of goes wherever. But the first round matchup, that way we all know who we're pulling. We all can at least focus on that particular person for the first match. But after that, it's up for grabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely up for grabs. I've pulled every single person in this round robin. And I'm going to keep my predictions to myself, obviously.
Yeah.
But I can say there's going to be more than one war. There's going to be lots of wars, and nobody, in my opinion, is the favorite because of that. There is no definitive walking anybody, and that will be proven on that day.
And I'm glad you're not going to comment because you'll be the ref. So I'm glad you're not going to comment on that. But I will say this, because of all the different styles, I agree. I mean, Justin Green is on the show and he's a part of it. I'm a part of it. And it's like there are so many different, like you said, variables, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint. Some may say, oh, Wayne, yeah, he's a shoo-in. He beat Eric Wolf. Therefore, he should be the favorite to win, which is funny because even before that, Justin Green is pulling Eric Wolf. So I know for a fact, everybody in this 8-man round robin has a very invested interest in that match coming up at the Brazil Cup, I think in a couple weeks. So maybe next weekend, I think. So
no, it's the 20th.
It's the 20th. Okay, a couple weeks. So there's that. But like I said, you got so many different styles. And the fact that it's guys you don't pull on a regular basis. Like I've never pulled, I pulled Justin before, but it was like fucking 8 years ago. Who knows where we and him sit now if we gripped up. I pulled Ernest as late as at Washington State last year, right? Pulled him there. Wayne, you're a teammate in Arizona. Never pulled him before. Have no idea what to expect. Sean Lester, never pulled him right-handed. Pulled him left-handed, but not right-handed. That's what round robin is, a right-handed tournament, right? Paul Stevens, pulled him earlier this year. Beat him both times left and right. Doesn't mean it might happen again. Jonathan Vasquez, him and I go way back. We have a history. Ever since I got into the sport, we went back and forth over the years. So, again, I'm just so excited to get to be a part of that because you just never know what's going to happen,
Yep, I agree.
Now, another match. And like I said before, I have a real busy day because not only am I involved in the right hand on robin, but I also have a date with one Jeff Frank out of Canada on the left hand. And this match has been pushed back on a couple occasions. And I'm glad it got brought up to Washington State. You want to tell everybody how that unfolded?
Yeah, I mean, it was something, Jeff reached out to me and it was supposed to happen in California, and then that got canceled. Then it got pushed back till May, I believe, and then he couldn't come down and all that stuff. So, it was a thing to where you're already coming, and he already announced to me that he was coming down with some Canadians, and they were going to take a 15-passenger bus and head down to the tournament. And I said, why wait? Let's make this happen now. I said, if it works out for both of you guys and, it works out for who you were supposed to have it with, let's just do it now. And that's kind of how it unfolded.
Yeah. The original date was November 27th. That was the original TAL number 3, but then they put the kibosh on that. And I think, for us Americans, I think that's Thanksgiving Day weekend, but neither here nor there. Then it got pushed to January for the LA Expo. They got word that now they postponed that. And so now the Expo got moved to May. And I'm thinking, okay, well, May, my daughter's graduating college, so I'm going to be busy with that. That's where my focus will be. So I'm thinking, okay, once again, got pushed back over and over again. What do we do? So now it got pushed back. I actually pushed forward Washington State. So I'm going to be so busy that day that I'm not going to even pull the tournament. Rest assured, 8-man round robin, left-handed super match, best of 5 between Jeff Frank and myself. I am done for the day. Once that's all said and done, I am done for the day. If you need me to help referee, I'm there. I'm your guy. I can do that.
We will put you to work. Trust me.
All right. Justin Green's in the house. He said yes. The 20th will be his match at the Brazil Cup with him and Eric Wolf. Preacher Arm Wrestling says, oh, nice. He's been up and coming, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does against you guys. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's one of those things that I'm glad it's happening because, as you know, used to live in this region. Tournaments are hard to come by. And, we're not like Utah or Texas or somewhere down south on the East Coast in California where tournaments are always happening. It used to be once upon a time, and unfortunately, it kind of died out. So it's kind of like, okay, it forced guys like me to travel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To Missouri, Florida, Oklahoma, Texas. It forced me to do that kind of stuff. Nevada, just to say, okay, I need to, you pull the same guys over and over again. Like I said before in the past, that, yeah, it creates rivalries, but at the same time, it can get a little stale. And sometimes you got to go, okay, how do I know if I'm getting better by pulling the same people? Well, you come out of your comfort zone, you go somewhere else and pull and see how you do there, So there's that. Now, Tim, Paul Italia was, going to help you promote this bad boy. You guys join forces. Paul's done a hell of a job. You do a hell of a job. I'm glad you guys are making this happen. He was supposed to join us on the show. He wasn't going to be able to do it, but he gave us the green light. But I'm going to give you the green light because there's another match, another super match. Breaking news. I don't have my breaking news music button here, but for everybody watching, y'all need to hear this. Mr. Tim Tallmadge, could you tell the viewers out there what is the main event of all the super matches? Can you let everybody know, please?
Yeah, it's something that I've been working on for a little bit now. Paulie jumped in with IAP and helped put it together as well. So we're kind of teaming up on this thing. And I wanted something special. I always want something special for Washington State. I did Arizona State last year. I live here now. But there's always something special for Washington State because it's my hometown, my home state, and I always want it big for my boys. With that being said, I put together a 4-way round robin. And that round robin is going to be left-handed. In the 220 class, you will have East versus West of the United States. Number 1 ranked Jordan Sill. Number 4 ranked Andrew Sharkaliko. I don't know how to say his last name, but we just call him Shark.
The Shark. Everybody know who the Shark is. And he out of Florida.
Shark is in Fort Lauderdale, and he will be in Washington State. Then we go with the number 6 ranked. Brandon Elsesser is going to be in the house from PA, all the way up in the Northeast. And the final guy in the 4-man round robin, none other than the legend, Jacob Abbott, ranked number 8.
So let me see if I get this straight. You got the East versus West, okay? Left hand round robin, and we're talking about some stud of all studs. You got Andre, the Shark out of Florida, Brandon Elsesser, who's been whooping ass. I know good and damn well Jordan Seals licking his chops because they had a super match earlier this year. So at some point, I know for a fact these boys are going to go toe-to-toe one more time. Elsesser, I think he's a 98% guy, East Coast guy. He's coming out here. The West was going to be represented by one Jordan Seal, all right? He's also going to be on the West side with one Jacob Abbott in his backyard. So I'm telling you right now, anybody who lives in the Northwest, if you are not going to go to this tournament, do not ever talk to me again. Don't ever talk about arm wrestling anymore. If you are not there, you're talking about a guy like Tim Tallmadge who doesn't even live in Washington anymore. Doesn't live in Washington anymore, but he still has friends and family there. But he's coming out of Arizona. He's coming over here. He joined forces with Paul Italia, and they are making this thing happen. And I just said not too long ago that tournaments in this area are hard to come by. So when you do it big. This is the tournament. That's how you cap off a year right there. Okay? The 8-man round robin, the super matches, the 4-way, left-handed. Oh, my Lord. Can you imagine that? Everybody in the chat, say something. Say something.
And along with that, a little rundown with that, it is the WAF rules. No running fouls. This is a straight-up double elimination, 4-way man battle royal with the championship match being best of 5.
Nice.
And along with that, I do have the first round matchups if you would like that.
Yes. Here's the thing. Yes, because you got to have that. So when you and I did the shindig in my garage. Hey, we're pulling names out. Oh, hey, Justin Green, your first round matchup is Sean Lester. Hey, Jody Williams, your first round matchup is Paul Stevens, right? I got that.
Yep.
So now with these fatal four-way guys coming up, by all means, tell everybody out there watching who's the first round matchup and how'd you come up with that? Was it did you throw a dart? I mean, how'd that work out? Please tell us.
Well, I wanted to do rankings, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But I wanted, no matter what, it to be East versus West to start it, because that's what I'm basing this off of, East versus West. And so what we did was the first round matchup, you got number 1 Jordan Seal versus number 4 Shark. And then the other match is Abbott versus Alcester. That's your first round matchups. That gives you East versus West.
I love it. This is, this is what it's all about. Tim, you've been around this a long time. Do you remember all the years we had like the U.S. Open, and it was a who's who that came, and it was all about who was going to be there. And this is one of these deals. This is one of these situations where it's like, okay, who's going to be here? Now, what we just talked about, and we've been on here for 26 minutes. That's just the super matches, okay? And you still got the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you right now, it is going to be off the flipping hook. Now, Justin Green asked a question, very important question. What is the order of all the super matches and all the specialty matches?
Okay, so we've been working on that, and we were going to have my match is going to kick off the tournament so I can focus on the tournament.
Yeah, go ahead and win that $500, man. It's good Christmas money. Go ahead.
So I'm going first. The second match is going to be you versus Jeff Frake. And then we're going to go to Andre and El Cesar, right-handed match. And then after that, we're going to the 8-man round robin. And what we're doing there is we're going to run it all the way down until the final. And what I mean by that is if there's 2 people that has the same record, that match is going to wait. That's going to be championship.
Got it.
Okay? And then we're going to run Devin Mackin and BJ. And then we're going to run the 4-way. And during the 4-way, when it gets to the championship, we're going to stop, let them take a break, and then that 8-man round robin championship will happen.
Got it.
And then we'll come back to the Final Four championship.
Man, who's shooting this live? Tim, tell everybody out there who's going to go live with this event.
This live is going to be on my channel, which is Arm Sports Entertainment. I started on Instagram and YouTube.
Yes. Check it out, guys.
I don't really have that many followers yet, but we're building it up. It's going to be big. I have big things planned for next year. And there's going to be a lot of videos and everything. But yes, we will be live. And then also we will have Polar with Nano Cruz.
Polar Magazine will be there.
Polar Magazine will be there in the house, and he will be shooting the whole tournament as well with pictures and interviews and everything like that. But as far as everything else, I have a full production crew coming up from Arizona who's following me up there, and it's all going to be done, and we're going to have all live on every table on YouTube and Instagram, and to be announced next week. You're going to have to wait for this. I have a special announcer going to be in the house, and I'll release that next week.
Yes. Well, I know who it is, but I'm not going to say anything either,
But I'm telling you what, this guy is fun to be around. He has one of the best voices in the business. Great people, and he will be on the bottom of the live feed with his face commentating every match in the whole tournament.
I'm telling you guys, this is the event you do not want to miss. Roger Learns in the house. Roger, what's up, my friend? Good luck on your next super match coming up, I do believe, next weekend at the Quest for the Best. He's involved in that, so good luck next weekend. Justin Green wants to know, is there still going to be bacon at the weigh-ins? What does that mean?
There's always bacon. there will be so much bacon at weigh-ins, you're not going to be able to know what to do with yourself. If you don't eat bacon before after weigh-ins or during weigh-ins or at the tournament, you're doing something wrong.
Just give me bacon and beer, and I'm good with that. Bacon and beer. B&B, bacon and beer.
That's right.
You know, so I'm so glad you put this together because, again, you know, everybody watching, I just can't believe it's just, it gets better and better and better because it all started with the 8-man round robin first. Then it got better. Then your match came about. My match came about. Then you got BJ and Devin. Then you had Andre the Shark and El Cesar. They got a super match right-handed. And now it's the fatal four-way left-handed. I'm telling you what, all this. And you got the tournament. Tell everybody the weight classes of the tournament, by the way, Tim.
The weight class of the tournament is 0 to 165, 166 to 185, 186, 205, 206, 232, 233 plus.
Yes.
And that's left and right, amateurs and pros. And then we will have a ladies class. It is most likely, I haven't put it out there yet because I'm still waiting for some ladies to confirm. But we will have ladies in the house, and it will most likely be 0 to 160 and 161 plus classes for the ladies.
There you go. Come on, man. I mean, and then like you got, hey, Justin Green's in the house. You know, Paul Stevens is in the house, and I'm telling you right now, Aaron Yersey just chimed in. He says, "What's up, Jody?" Yes, Aaron, you are on the card too, my friend. A humongous card. This is something that's pay-per-view worthy. This is something that would be one of those WrestleMania pay-per-views type deal because I'm telling you right now, and I must mention once again, Tim, tell everybody one more time who's going live so everybody understand that because I'm going to go ahead and put that in there also.
Yes, it's Arm Sports Entertainment, 2 words, and it will be live on Instagram and YouTube. You're not going to want to miss it because not only does this card is super stacked, great guys coming. I have confirmation from more Arizona guys coming. Some Texas guys are coming. Louisiana, New York. I got guys like throwing a little birdie in the hat. Oleg from California will be in the house. So there is going to be so much talent that's not even a part of this. So if you want some good competition, you're going to want to show up because there is guys, elite guys, top 10 guys going to be in the house.
I'm telling you guys, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, if you're Aaron Yersey out there, Justin Green, Paul Stevens, myself, you, the guys who are watching the show, you got Preacher Arm Wrestling, you know, they're going to be a part of a huge event in the Northwest, in our backyard, so to speak, okay? And the fact that we all a part of it. I can't stress to you how much I thank you for doing this for us because I'm telling you right now, this is how arm wrestling used to be back in the day. You know, when you had the Oregon State Championships or Washington State Championships or the U.S. Open, this is what it's all about. You got big names coming. Who's going to be there? Back then, it was all about, well, who's going to pull? So-and-so's going to pull. All right, let me see if I can get that time off work. 2 days later, hey, I can make it. What's up? What's the weight class? It's that kind of stuff. Well, by the way, Host Hotel is
the Best Western Plus in Battleground, Washington. The code for the discount is arm wrestling. It's the best discount I've ever gotten at this place, and you're not going to want to miss it. You can get any room from a single bed, double bed to a damn suite for $95.
There you go. And what more do you want? And 2 weeks before Christmas. So I'm telling you what, you go out there. What's your Christmas present? Oh, I want to win the super match. I want to win that. I want to be victorious in the 8-man round robin. I want to go ahead and be victorious in the left-hand fatal four-way. Either or. I'm telling you right now, it is so awesome. Tim, I'm a sucker for awards. What kind of awards do you got out there?
The awards this year are going to be similar last year. They are hand-carved Washington State wood, and they're going to be nice and stained this year. And then for the super matches and round robins, it will be an 18-inch Washington cutout with super match champion, round robin champion on it.
So I don't know if you're watching, Tim, but I'm in my office right now, like I always do, and I had to go to my mantle. So I still got last year's Washington State champion. So this is what it looks like, folks. Okay, this is my first place state championship from Washington State from last year. As you can see, there's the arm, Washington State, arm wrestling. There you go. So it's a cutout of the actual state itself. So there you go. So and this year there'll be.
I'll just throw a little icing on the cake just because I'm feeling good today.
I love cake.
It's Friday. There will be, during the course of this tournament, at any given time, even in a damn amateur match, I don't care. If I see two people come to that table and I know it's going to be a good match, there will be money thrown down on it. You will have chance given time at this tournament.
Man, Santa will be in the house. Holy shit.
That's what it's all about. Last year I did 3 of them. I'm planning on doing 10 of them this year. I did 3 $50 fast cash matches. I plan on doing 10 this year.
There you go. And it's funny, Tim, you know how big this event is? It's so big that we got separate conversations going on in the live feed as you and I are talking. You got Justin Green and Aaron Yearsley going at it back and forth. I love that kind of stuff. I'm sitting up here showing everybody what the awards are going to look like. I'm sitting up here with mine right here, right now, looking pretty good. I didn't stain mine yet. I probably should stain mine, but
yeah,
you know,
last year I didn't have a chance to do that because it was with COVID. It was so like, I didn't even know if I was going to pull it off last year.
Right.
And my awards got canceled because they come out of California. And so this year they will be stained. They will look even better.
I love it, dude. So I was getting my Washington State Award to show everybody who's watching at home what they look like. What'd you say you have for the super matches in the Fatal 4-Way? What'd you have for those guys?
It is that same award, but they are 18 inches. They're huge.
Woo!
It is a big Washington State cutout. Same everything, but it's going to say super match or round robin champion on it.
I love it, man. I love it. I love every bit of it. I'm telling you right now. Guys, you need to understand, if by chance this goes off with a bang, but I'm sure it's going to go off with a boom, do we see you and Paul Italia getting together again for future events, joining forces?
Yeah, there's some things in the works right now. There's already some talks. But yes, there will be, as of right now, he will be a part of Arizona State Championships in late April. It's not officially announced yet because we have to lock down the date, but most likely late April like we had last year.
Yep.
And again, December, Washington State.
Woo! Man, that is a mouthful. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys don't make it, don't ever talk to me again. Don't ever talk about arm wrestling. You just sit there and find a different hobby. Because I'm telling you right here, you got to be here. So, Mackin, BJ, you guys are going to lock horns. Yearsley, you're on the show right now. I see you're watching. You and Tim are going to tango. Me and the Frankster out of Canada, we're going toe-to-toe, country versus country, okay? You also got El Seltzer, Andre Shark are going at it right-handed, and those same two are going to join forces with Jordan Seal, Jacob Abbott in the Fatal 4-Way left-handed. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm like, oh, my God, I don't even know what to do. And you got the 8-man round robin. Oh, my God. That's a mouthful. Plus, the tournament itself, you got someone that's going to be live. You got Nano Cruz and Puller Magazine. He will be doing stuff there, too. You got the Best Western. That is the host hotel. Need I say more? Man, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be off the hook. And I know if Justin Green and Jordan Seals coming, I'm sure some more Utah guys are coming also. So there you have it. Man, Tim, I want to thank you for joining me because this is a lot of information to process. So when I go ahead and post this on social media, everybody needs to watch this. I'm telling you right now, it is the shit. Thank you very much.
It's going to be great. And I hope everybody's going to come. I hope everybody's going to enjoy it. And I hope everybody's going to join me for the big after party at A Casino, which is only 15 minutes away.
There it is. I should probably take that next day off. Yeah, I think I might take the next day, the following day off. So, my friend Tim, dude, I'm going to give you a call after this show is all said and done so we can talk turkey. But I want to thank you for joining me live on ArmTalk. And once again, guys, thank you. Tim, thank you very much. I'll give you a call in a quick second.
Always a pleasure, sir.
All right. Take care, man. I'll call you right back.
All right, bye.
All right. Later. Everyone, that was Tim Tallmadge. He's hooking up with Paul Italia. I'm telling you right now, this is an event you do not want to miss. It's so good that I got guys on the live chat going at it right now. They're a part of it. They're not pulling each other, but they're a part of it. Maybe Aaron Yearsley, Justin Green, they're having a chit chat on here. Some way, somehow, those guys are probably going to meet up on a table. And like Tim said, he was just throwing out money. These guys are going to meet now. I'll throw out right now $50 right here or $100 right there, whatever the case may be. Again, 2 weeks before Christmas, Santa will be in the house. His name is Tim Tallmadge, but Santa will be in the house. Trust me when I say that. Everybody, 41 minutes in, but we had a lot of information in that 41 minutes. So like I said, like I always say, hey, guys, thanks for joining me on the show. I will see you when I see you next time. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.